Hi friends, my name is Bhavya Mangla. I'm IATF qualified auditor doing audit for the automotive sector for the last 19 years. I'm again with a very interesting topic, and today I'm going to talk about the key difference between business plan and quality objective. And by the time this video will end, you will understand what exactly is the meaning of a business plan, what is the meaning of quality objective, how are the common things between them, and what are the key differences between both of them. Well, whenever a political party wins an election, the first thing what they do is that, say for example, they make a 5 year plan that what are they going to do in the coming 5 years because they made some promises earlier. And then how to execute them in these 5 years. Then they make some micro level plans that okay, this is what we need to do in 5 years. Now what we need to do in the first year, second year, this month, that month. So that's a broad between what is the main plan and what needs to be executed. Something similar happens, or a key difference between a business plan and quality objective. When we talk about business plan, primarily it's a executive document that acts as a blueprint or roadmap for a business. And primarily there are three key activities or three key focus areas whenever you're making a business plan. The first is that primarily it's an organization strategy to execute in long term. Secondly, it's also important that we need to secure some finances from the investors so that we can invest the money and do something. And thirdly, and the most important thing is it helps to forecast future business demands. And when we talk about a business plan, it's a macro level, something which is done in the beginning of a year, and it is generally for 3 to 5 years. Well, someone has very rightly said, organizations are successful because of good implementation and not good business plan. So one of the key examples of business plan, say for example, is to become a market leader within the industry, or maybe to increase the share of business, boosting profits, maybe to work towards carbon neutrality, strengthening cybersecurity, or it can be something to do with increasing the visibility to the main key customers. On the other hand, when we talk about quality objectives, now first thing which is important to understand when we are talking about quality objective, it is not related to the quality of the product. It is with respect to the entire organization that everything should be of good quality. It is in that context, not with respect to the quality of the product. So when we are talking about quality objectives, primarily it is an output of what is the input which is coming from the business plan. And in this case, the objectives are generally short term, which an organization has to achieve so that they can reach to their business plan. Well, Steve Jobs said very rightly thing. He said that everything is based on a simple rule. Quality is the best business plan. When we talk about quality objectives, it could be as simple as, say for example, there is a business plan wherein it is said that organization wants to increase their share of business. Now to increase their share of business, what can be the possible quality objectives? So one quality objective can be that maybe we have to add 2 new products every year, or maybe it could be that we need to invest in some new business strategies, and that can be some of the ways in which we can describe that. Talking about some of the key differences between a business plan and quality objectives. So when we talk about business plan, it's more of a macro level. But when we talk about a quality objective, it's more micro in nature. When we talk about business plan, we are talking about something with respect to the broad business goals, what we need to achieve in a long-term perspective. On the other hand, when we talk about quality objectives, it is how we need to achieve those business goals. That is the main intent of quality objectives. When we talk about business plan, it is generally made by the top management and the key people at the top. But when we talk about quality objective, it is at a department or a process level. Generally, business plans are reviewed quarterly, half yearly, or generally yearly. But when we talk about quality objectives, it is generally reviewed daily, weekly, or monthly. Generally, whenever we are talking about business plan, it is being made for 3 to 5 years. So it's a long-term plan which is there. On the other hand, when we talk about quality objectives, it can be maximum for 1 year, or it can be one less also, and can change as per the business plan. Generally, business plan is prepared when a new business is started, or maybe at a defined frequency by the organization. On the other hand, the quality objectives are aligned to achieve the business plan and is changed as per the amendment in the business plan. Well, when we talk about business plan, it's more about the targets which can be tangible or maybe in certain cases intangible also. But in case of quality objectives, the targets are always tangible. So if I do a summary, there are certain commonalities also, like both are set with respect to the measurable targets and there is a defined timeline to achieve that. But there are many differences. When we talk about business plan, it's more macro level, a blueprint to achieve something 3 to 5 years. On the other hand, quality objectives are something which are an output of a business plan and it's short term and it's measurable. Well, my next video will again be talking about the differences part, and in that video I'm going to talk about the difference between jig and fixture. Regularly I'm getting a lot of feedback from your side and they're helping me to understand your expectation. So please do continue that. And in case you want to understand a little bit more about this particular video, you'll find a link below. If you click that, you'll find a blog there, and there you find this information in much more detail. And in case you're liking these kind of videos and blogs, you can always share with your friends and colleagues, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and my website bhavyamangla.com.